stuff that they were previously failing at. And this series now, EG looking like the top dogs of their group at one point, but now it's potentially very, very interesting.
One of the big things that EG's been spectacular at is their pistol rounds. They've run A-short aggressive pistol rounds the last 2 times they've been on the attack side of Bind, and there is no change up here. Same pistol strat that they ran against Optic with double push through showers, the chamber there playing with the sky.
It's a huge execution, and already look at this! Jorgamo, the collapse onto the back of the site. NRG, none the wiser.
Yeah, and they are just not worried about that teleport play that NRG threw in there either. There's a trademark from Boostio covering the flank. I mean, Com's going to go back and check it at this point, but yep, no worries particularly. EG have swarmed in. They've got the advantage. Their players are demonic on pistols. And they run these execute strats on the pistol rounds much more than other teams do. NRG had no answer.
Yeah, full-blown wholesale executes. You're not ready for it. Even if you know it's coming as well, it's difficult to, I think, deal with it.
It really is.
Positions that EG play, it's just they have so much utility, high value that they can just throw out at a whim, and that's 4 kills in the round for Jorgamo.
He needs to keep that up. Woo. EG rely on Jorgamo so much for their success. One of the players that has the largest swing when it comes to EG's wins and EG's losses. If he pops off, EG simply win. They're 5-0 when he's got over 275 ACS. But essentially, that just boils down to when he's feeling it, they're unstoppable. And one of the key reasons that they lost to Optic is that Optic were able to shut down that aggression.
And the pistol rounds as well. Was that what was
just ripping clouds after the pistol round?
I was like, I don't know if my eyes deceive me.
He's a dragon.
Something differently. I was like, what have I just seen? Anyway, anti-eco round for EG.
Oh, that's got me.
But this game is just... It's a serious game. It's a serious game. I don't want to devolve into...
No, it is. But EG should be able to convert this one as well. Just getting out of dodge there with Jorgamo.
Yeah. Eggs up. Trying to get some out of position. Okay, classic right click doing a bit of damage, but it's going to be quick work there. Yeah, Prowler dealing with that one. Only 2 players left standing.
And these pistol rounds really are important, Bren. They have carried EG to this run towards Masters. Let's be honest, these teams are only 3 wins away from Copenhagen, including this match that you see in front of you.
Yeah.
So they are getting there. It's still a long road. Hello.
Hold on, this is
Tex and Ethan. Hey, whoa.
This is getting a bit dangerous.
It really is. The spike is down and they know where Ethan's positioned. But Com's about to get both of these.
You got to be careful here. You're going up against the headhunter. Tex, he's taking names. Now just 1 player left standing. The slight off angle, but reformed. Okay. Just about holds that one. I mean, it's a Red Bull clutch technically, but that got incredibly dangerous.
Yeah, should never have been within that territory. EG just getting caught off by a couple of players there. Ethan hitting a nice shot. Tex's headhunter's always going to be dangerous. Tex was a beast in their previous game. Just lighting the server on fire to dismiss Ghost and knock them out. But like I said, Brent, these pistol rounds are so important for EG. They've really powered their momentum forwards. But against Optic, they only won a single pistol round out of the 4, I believe.
Oh, with them losing 4 players as well, Josh, they're not able to keep that bonus going. They're having to buy up into this.
So now becomes an incredibly important economic swing round. EG would love to cook something up. Send a Prowler down short. And the dog up long. Makes it difficult to tell which direction they're going to be going into, but the players are following the dog up B long right now.
Yeah, just taking space off of it. Get a Prowler in play. They know, obviously, that they've taken that space, but it clears it for but a moment.
NRG have been saying recently they've put a heavy emphasis on improving their defense rounds. Hazed IGL making the rotate over to B. Getting the read, but now as the noise gets cut, starts to move back over to the A site. Just playing that rotate game in spawn.
Yeah. Just at the back there, making sure that he can be anywhere at a moment's notice, but the Boombot goes through hookah and space again, contacting into that octagon area. The Prowler pushing through. Now that's going to signify it. Here comes the hit. Great nade. It's going to push them back for but a moment. Just put a split into it, and a horn timing impeccable. Just running straight into this one. NRG given all the information. EU sets it up nicely from elbow.
A really gorgeous haunt there from EU. It's a very classic default, or rather V-exec, sorry, coming out from EG. 4 from long. I'm going late.
So risky.
What a timing through the smoke he's found.
No
what
way!
is that flick?
2 kills. Pushes into the sport. He knew he had to take a risk. It pays off.
Back-to-back rounds coming down to the 1v1. NRG cannot afford to lose this.
This round was in their hands, man, but EU left down. So weak. Horn just off to the side. It doesn't tag onto him. Just playing behind the box, and now with the footsteps, Ripov's got the perfect timing. Right around the back, picks up a couple of weapons as well, so despite the fact that they invested so heavily into the round, EG walk away with it.
Both fades going crazy there as well. Comms push through into the back halls. But this Haunt, look at this Haunt lineup. Lands up right on top of Elbow there, just out of camera shot, and tags up so many players. So that's the huge play that EU makes, but that flick is so precise to shut down Tex. And in the clutch scenario here, EU just can't get value out of the second Haunt. Just goes into the wrong place.
Just players going crazy, the cam's shaking. Slamming down on the desk.
So NRG, despite playing pretty well here on their defense side for these first couple of rounds, they've got the last two into a 1v1 scenario. They just can't quite win it out.
Yeah, not coming up with the goods.
So EG, they are so dangerous when they win pistol, win bonus. And you might say, well, every team's dangerous when they win the pistol and the bonus. But EG seem like if they get momentum behind them, economic ult momentum, they start to snowball. And that's a great kill to stop any potential avalanche from forming.
Yeah, some would love to grab that weapon, but just jiggle peeking it, he knows it's going to be watched. Fawn was with him, obviously. That's why the Trailblazer was pushed up with it.
These players are starting to leave B. EU going for a bit of a gamble there as Hayes himself moves over to A.
The Seasonal Horn gets thrown out. Is it enough to try and drag these players back? It seems like 3 players of NRG are still anchoring it down. In fact, Shower's control is still there on top of it. Satchel play. Gorgon going to be taking a bit of space. The off angle by Tex doesn't quite get damage that he was looking for there. And the backside play, okay, a bit of a south flash, but the nade and the showstopper now. So Nightfall scattered across the A site. EU investing that ultimate into the round to try and turn things around, just holding onto the showstopper until the very last moment. Jorgamo lets it rip, but obviously no players within the vicinity.
It's a great showstopper, just stopping all of the pressure that was going to come off the back of the Fade ultimate. He's completely deafened, but EG is still finding the picks.
One enemy remaining.
The rifle's in hand. Hard ask, isn't it? Than just the stinger. 1v3, the positioning as well. They're all just going to be able to at least double face him or triple face him. And there is the kill that flows once more. Jorgamo with another 4 in the round.
Fantastic performance from him. Jorgamo, if he can get online, is going to be a difference maker. These are the kind of kills. EG are coming down short here in the mid to late round. They have no Prowlers, no Boombot. They have no way, really, of getting Tex out of showers.
Yeah.
And Tex takes that duel. I'm not saying it's a bad play by any means, but whoever wins that duel, it's gonna define whether or not they can win the round. And with the better weaponry, Jorgamo gets the better end of Tex. 8-2 now, and this is where the ultimates start to snowball. It's another economic backbreaker for NRG if they lose this one. And you have Boostio with his Tour de Force, you have Reformed 1 away from Skyle, Apoth 1 away from his Brim ult.
This could very easily get out of control for NRG.
These orbs are going to be quite important. Nobody playing for them off the rip. But a spike plant, for example, onto, let's say, Com, because he's carrying it at the moment, and suddenly EG can be aggressive in the post plant.
NRG, though, have got a couple of tools to work with their own. Tex, he opted into using the Tour de Force. You can see it's a little bit more tempered, I think, in terms of them taking control of these extremities. The Trailblazer, the connection, the stun, Prowler on top of it as well, just goes right through.
Yeah, they're actually mixing more fakes into their gameplay than we've seen before. Normally, EG are quite an exec-heavy team. If they're going to take one area of the map, they're probably going to hit the site. But using Dog and Prowler over by B, then regrouping at A, NRG have got the timing here. Look at this push from Som. He's getting them so much info. They know it's coming A.
Yeah. And with this Tour de Force in hand, the flash, okay, I mean, Tex just eats it, TP's back away, so they do push him out of that angle, and now here comes the approach, but the Rolling Thunder, more than ready, all the players stunned up. Nice little collapse from NRG. They shut that one down. A necessary prime game and flawless for them, keeping all the guns in their hands. The money starts to build now.
And that's how you shut it down. Great work. I mean, the timing on Som's pushdown Sand is fantastic to inform the rest of the team that they need to be stacking over towards A. And then they found the perfect timing for this ult. It's just crushed. There is no hope here. Som managing to fly his way through market to finish it off. He'd already pushed down Sand a long time ago. With those deaths, EG now have ults online. Dex, operator in hand.
A lot of pings on A, Josh.
Yeah. This is where Tex is going to be trying to challenge Chamber and Sky. This is the duo for EG that tries to take Showers control pretty often.
The seeds into the orbital strike, you gotta be joking. It connects up right across. Ethan was helping out Tex. He does teleport to safety, but the Haunt, it latches onto him. The positioning's known. And just like that, it crushes the Showers hold.
What a play. It's so fantastic. Ender was talking about it on the Death, the value of the Brimstone ult. Combo it with the Seas, and what are you going to do?
That's so punishing if they try and fight for the Showers control.
Now the question is, does Som choose to invest his ult to try and retake? NRG's retakes have been so much better recently, with a player dead and Fade ulted.
No way. The trail, the Prowler just ran straight past it. Som, he's managed to catch a disgusting timing running forwards. He can't hear a thing. It just makes him more fearless as well, running into the fray. Still, it's the 1v2. The Brimstone Molly, I mean, impossible to really play this now with the time whistling down, and he opts to just save it. 25 health. Coming back, a percentage play from him.
Yeah, he'll at least keep a gun into the next round, and NRG should have built up a bit of an economic buffer. What a play by EG over towards Showers. They're such a good team in terms of how they approach different areas of the map with this composition. And both of these teams have taken a new direction with Bind. Just to take a look, you know, big picture of the compositions, Double Controller has been meta on this map forever.
And this here as well, this is just thinking one layer ahead once more. NRG are on this defense round, they're not going to play a player within lamps, because they know the Brimol's online.
Yeah.
It's a common area to get use of the ultimate.
And they use the Seekers to push the player back and force them to retreat towards bench. Suddenly
they know the
you're caught by
exact positioning. Yeah, they got a C's lineup for it.
The timing is just perfect. Is NRG getting really aggressive towards long?
Tagging into one player, Nade. Boostio has to run away.
But they weren't aware of the positioning of Reform, tucked incredibly close down to B long. There's a 3-player stack right now over on B from NRG. They need rounds like these.
Jogamo is so deep in hookah right now. All the space that was taken off the back of that B long push from NRG early.
Question is, can they punish Hazed here? And they do.
It's just spam.
EG.
They can see the traces with the Vandals in play, and Jogamo, he's popping off. Cracked open the sight. No worries whatsoever. Doesn't matter there was a smoke in the way. He just fires wherever the bullets are coming from.
Yeah. And they caught 2 picks at the same time there, because not only was EU punished inside hookah, or from inside hookah, but Hazed went for a little info peek towards B long as well, because EG had completely cut noise. And he ends up getting punished there in Octagon. EG are running away with this attack side. And yeah, like I said, if you dial out, Double Controller has been meta on Bind forever. And both of these teams are now going with solo controller comps. And I think EG have just loaded their composition with useful utility for this map.
Yeah.
The Fade, the Sky, the Chamber are all so good. So one of the big reasons they were able to win against Optic was because they innovated their compositions on Bind and Ascent. Guess what maps they're playing today? Bind and Ascent. They're going to be playing the DRX Triple Initiator comp on the next map too. And in my...
EG definitely leading in this series in terms of the first kills. Comparative to what NRG have been able to get. Now, NRG have made improvements on it, honestly. All their stats are looking up, including when they're putting those 4v5s. Tex, this is so aggressive.
Yeah, and from Boostio's perspective, it looked like he wasn't expecting it at all. Caught completely unaware.
I think sometimes plays like that are what is necessary. When Tex has got the hero rifle, it's alongside Ethan as well. Still, Jogamo answers back. He knows the angle for that one. They might be pushed up onto it.
Fantastic awareness. The Haunt is not getting dealt with as well. Comms Haunt is finding so much value on these B hits.
Showstopper, let rip. That's the aftershock. Does a bit of damage, chunks through him, but Ethan is going to push through with his own flash. Still cleaned up, regardless.
Just a bit of a wall bang there. Yeah. Takes down Ethan, finishes him off on 7 health.
Left up to EU. He can hit a plant, though. No one's actually covering this one angle. Maybe they didn't expect him to be there, but he has denied that plan for but a moment. A quick dodge. The flash doesn't quite connect onto him. That's the position. The Sheriff not finding the shot, though. Reformed will put an end to any sort of tomfoolery.
And NRG's timeout designed for this upcoming gun round. NRG have really struggled with gun rounds across the group stages, but in their most recent 2 games, against Guard, against Ghost, that number's improved pretty dramatically. They've gone from winning about 45% of their gun rounds to 2/3 of their gun rounds. Massive improvement. And I think a lot of it's come down to what Hazed was talking about in their most recent interview. They've really sat down and tried to figure out their defense, but it's not working here. And mostly, it's that they can't deal with the overwhelming utility coming out on these execs from EG.
You're just playing catch-up.
Yeah. They're not anticipating where the haunts are going to come through, which positions can be safe.
You have to be so well-drilled, honestly.
If Tex can find an opener here, though, maybe the rest of his team can convert now that they all have rifles.
And Tex is typically the player to do it for NRG. This guy has been in prime form recently. The numbers he's been putting up.
Gets a lot of their first kills on defense.
Yeah, exactly. He's the one who often opens things for the team when they need it. But now, once more, EG going to be set up for this one. Jorgamo actually with a slight whiff there on a satchel, I think, but he does get into the site regardless. Now he needs a bit of assistance from the rest of the team, and he's got it. They are efficiently just taking space. Hayes do his best to try and shut once more down that spike plan, but he's removed once from the site. 2 players now left standing here for NRG. Tex and EU, what have they even got to work with? Rifles. The util's not really coming online for a while yet. Sees to clear through, does force that rendezvous back.
Small victories, I suppose. But NRG still left in a player disadvantage situation where EU got wallbang headshot too. Only 44 health.
One enemy remaining.
And it's
just
cleaned
like
up all
that,
too quickly.
it's done.
So that wasn't actually a whiffed blast pack through short. It was Hayes using his suck. He was trying to pull in short to stop this site hit, and I feel like that's one of the major tools they have at their disposal.
Right.
Hayes is running Astra here, which should be good against races that are trying to get into the site. That's why Jorgamo is vulnerable. But the problem is he just powers through it. If you're trying to pull on short with the new box setup that's been added there, it's very possible for people to still get around that.
Sure.
And Hayes just isn't quite finding the same value. It feels like in general, NRG are struggling to understand whether they should be trying to fight the choke point or play passively. This time EG take a very quick showers.
Chocomo's already in. Set up the satchels ahead of time.
And now Com's got his ult.
I mean, this is a fast play off the rip. You can see the Nightfall being held, but the timing being caught. Still a stun. He can't quite follow up on it. It was a great attempt by NRG. Ready and waiting to try and fight over that one. Ethan again, reminiscent of the round that they won. The only round that they've won so far, with the Rolling Thunder being sent straight up through here. The Aftershock and the timing. How does Apoth get that? He shouldn't be favored.
Not in the slightest. And it's a 2v4. There's a couple of weak players. Reformed Apoth. Barely any health between them, but now Reformed gets out that healing aura. And suddenly it's even more difficult for NRG.
I mean, this is a flattening.
It really is.
A flattening.
It seems like EG came into this game and decided, you know what happened to us yesterday against Optic? We're going to do the same thing to NRG.
He's having to use 2 stars just to break through into Lamb's time running solo here. No one's quite watching the angle, though. But Apoth sends that Brimstone Molotov flying through the air. Half on the defuse for EU. Not going to be able to stick that for much longer. And Apoth, cool, calm, and collected.
Even if
Apoth standing. Even if he fell.
Even if he
still got it.
He's still got the molly on the spike there. It is just destruction in map 1. NRG's same problems cropping up again where they can't get the defense working. This plays look gorgeous.
I like it.
They found the perfect timing to be able to get back in, retake showers with the flash coming out from Ethan. They just, I guess the timing was slightly too late, like a fraction of a second for them not to be able to get the success out of the kills.
Yeah.
But I think you have to give much more credit to EG. Their bind looks monstrous. There's a haunt lineup from EU. Quite a nice idea.
A few of the players. Tex whips it around, adjusts the aim. He does grab the one, but traded. Now you see just a swarm of utility once more. How do you deal with this one? The haunt, everything. The pulse used preemptively. EU has to hold down this common angle, and he does grab 2. The spam being left into Hookah now. Finally, NRG find themselves with a bit of an advantage in a round. Feels like it's been a while since we've seen this.
Essentially 5 stacking the site off the back of the haunt, catching a couple of people. They finally hold one of them off. Only a single player left alive. And EU with a great round.
Nicely done, EU.
4 players on the board. Had his ultimate online already. But is 2 going to be enough? Is 3 going to be enough? I like the preemptive utility usage there. I think the suck from Hayes underneath Hookah is a good idea. Comboed with the fault line. Allowed everybody from NRG to focus thoroughly on Octagon.
Yeah, anything
and
to
get
slow
all of
them
those
down.
kills. But it just feels too late. They've adjusted to the tempo that EG are throwing at them, but it cost them 9 rounds.
Well,
You want to play? Let's play.
maybe one more round could be a turning point, but EG slowing down the pace tremendously of this one, and Tech's taking risks. That's what he's known for. That's an operator, no armor. Push past the range of safety with his teleport, with his rendezvous.
He
Does open things up.
Has to make plays like that, has to take risks like that to find success. And NRG have their stack in the right position here. 3-2 split over towards B. But as the players drop off, can Hayes get the read?
Honestly, this is looking a bit more favorable for them. They've got Showers control. Boostio just holding on to that one. All the stars are also laid down for that B pop. A pop down means they're not going to have the smokes to split the site up, so Tech should have a free line of sight angle, assuming he's not flashed off of it. Trailblazer sends it up, now to Nightfall.
Just didn't catch onto Som. Tex with the opening pick as well, leaves it into a 3v5.
That's a good answer for them. The Cosmic Divide splits up the site. EG now left scrambling, wondering what the hell do we do here. The Haunt over the top, still positioning, not really known with 30 seconds left, and Tech still got that one sightline on lock. Som playing up close and personal. Showstopper now out in his hands. Let's it rip and nowhere to run for Reform. The 3rd round for them. NRG
Like to set up a Boostio in a position where he can do some damage, playing with the rendezvous inside Hookah. But this is a similar pistol round that they've run before. Again, just pulling the same pistol round strats out that they played against Optic. Can NRG feel this one out?
They have to win this pistol round. They have to take away one of the advantages that EG have got going for them.
Boostio is so
Real
nasty
way.
with this headhunter. NRG just walking into him.
Trying to subtly clear the angles. You can see Som there ready and waiting. He just jiggles it out.
Both chambers finding value on the opposite sides of the map, though. And both taking down the entry players on the other side. Som, Jorgamo hit the deck. And the question now for NRG is, what do you do here?
Yeah, if you're relying on Som to be your entry man, let's take away a bit of the oomph, I think.
Apoth has pushed up really deep in Showers currently, after a Prowler forced away Tex. And Com was thinking about rotating over to B. That play got cancelled.
This could be very dangerous.
Tex
for
can
Maple.
clear
He's
this.
clearing it. He's aware. He can see it. Slight edge of it. You're joking. You are joking.
That cannot be allowed to happen. No way! Apoth is a demon.
Absolute frenzy moment. Dodges the bullets. I mean, listen. The slight angle that Apoth sees there. He sees the shoulder of Apoth.
Yeah, and Tex sees his shoes.
Tex thinks it's enough. Tries to aim where he thinks the head might be.
And he just misses it by a fraction.
Look at this.
But what on earth is the response from Apoth? How does he hit these headshots through the wall? I mean, what is that?
What is that?
And instantly flicks onto Ethan. Every player on EG is a freak in the pistol rounds.
Yeah, that's nasty.
How can you beat a team if they win this level of pistols, if
That
their
is
players are that
nasty.
good in the pistol rounds? You have to hope they miss these shots.
NRG not able to get that spike down, which means they can't even force into this round. Just playing as an eco. 3-10 being the scoreline. It's not even ideal. Petition for them to lower the utility of the drone as well, Josh, down to 300 so I can buy a frenzy when I'm playing sober. we should push for that, I think.
It is a crazy weapon. NRG made this round a little close in the first half, even after EG had taken a couple of picks to start. But they're going to need to win this one. And without a spike plant down, they couldn't afford to go for a force, even though it seems like it would be a good idea down 3-10. Just trying to flood out of Hookah, drop down with a Haunt.
Yeah, see if the players can get in.
And they have. They've gotten pretty deep onto the site.
Being cleaned up though, no one really anticipating. There could be one just tucked away into Octagon. That's going to be the round win for EG, just cleaning it up. Obviously, no buy online, but NRG backs against the wall for this map. This is it.
Yeah, this is
They've
just
got the money, they can buy the rifles up.
so difficult. So difficult for NRG to mount any sort of comeback.
I feel like it's incredibly difficult as well for NRG. They're a team that I think they play quite fluid in terms of the way that they approach the maps and games. Not necessarily prep-based, but more like adapting to what's happening to them.
Yes.
And for a team like EG, when they have so many different looks, both on defense side, attack side, you never really know what's coming your way until suddenly there's a seize, there's an A, there's an orbital strike, it doesn't matter.
I think EG have definitely put a lot of thought into this. They're a grind-heavy team. They like to prep. And this will have been a bit of a scramble for them. Finding themselves in the lower bracket. Not a position they would have liked to be in.
No,
maybe not a
not.
position they expected to be in. Look at how deep Ethan... Oh, sorry, not Ethan. Boostio currently is. Boostio is miles behind them.
Oh no. The trademark being set down, timinged. Ships in the night. Lucio's going to be catching this one though. Is he going to be able to hit his footsteps? Close angle. Shots rattled off Tex. Okay, whips it around.
Well, Boostio doesn't normally miss those. Having said that, he was likely to get traded out anyway by the second player, EU, sprinting his way through cave.
It does give information.
And they've smoked off the trademark at top short.
Yeah.
There's another flank, another push.
Another flank coming through from EG, and this time they are rewarded with the one. This time though, NRG not holding back. They're going to start execing fast, trying to take that space that they need to try and hold this angle. Jorgamo, you can't be doing that to the man. You can't be doing that.
Oh, not like this.
And Com just pushes through.
Absolutely filthy.
Up close and personal, but now the 1v1, Ethan versus Jorgamo. The health advantage for him. Ethan gets the spike down. Can play it in the post plant, but just the accuracy. Jorgamo is an absolute menace to society.
He is. It doesn't matter what he's playing. If it's the Raze, if it's the Jet.
How do you keep up against this?
His new role as the entry player for EG has just been spectacular. He's been on a...
Like something special, this team.
They're putting on a show.
Where this is going. Bit of a jump horn lineup there for Com. Gets a bit of information. It's over the top. I think that's the one that he's been throwing. It covers out towards Fountain. It just pushes away, staves away that aggression from NRG where they were dumping a bit of utility early into B. But it seems like it's just been red. The stars are dropped down, the rotation's already there. Com is just happy to just play with the rest of his team now. And Boostio just being pressured. You can see they're trying to base some sort of swing. What?
I can't believe it.
Is that kind of discipline, man? What is that?
I cannot believe that he's so confident to stay on that angle, even after his opponents know exactly where it is.
Well, the nade is going to soften him up. Ethan is granted a freebie. Jorgamo pushing forwards, a satchel, and the Trailblazer. No time wasted. What is this guy doing?
Damage onto Hazed as well.
Bro, this guy is playing like a 250 APM gamer, man. I don't understand what I'm seeing. The decisions he's making, and now the form left, though. It's a 1v2, but he's now just made it a 1v1. All the pressure in the world, and the map is secured. How do you compete? I mean, EG are just flattening their opponents.
That is absurd. Get a bit of confidence into these guys, and they are masters. If you're going to beat evil geniuses, you need to hit them early and hit them hard. Because